The only thing needed for magic to occur is some form of structure and an open mind. Jinky 60, with the shadow of limitation and the city of justice, and it's the path of realism. My wisdom story. I grew up in a part of the world where religious fanatic, poverty and injustice were the norm. In response to my oppression, people prayed for miracles. As a child, I also prayed for a better world where women and children were given more rights. But as I got older, I grew tired of praying. Magical thinking wasn't doing anyone any good, and I didn't trust my country's laws or its lawmakers. When the dictatorship was overthrown, it became possible for girls like me to go to the university. Immediately, I knew I would become a lawyer, so I could change our country's sick system from the inside. The only girl in my entire family to ever receive a higher education, I buried myself in studies, learned every law imaginable, and became a skilled debater, backing up every argument against the current oppressive system with irrefutable evidence. My work life was successful, but inside I was lost, unstructured, and my relational life was non-existent. I had no true allies. My mind had become closed, limited, and rigid. I had forgotten how to dream and had lost touch with the love of justice that drove me to learn and serve. I even started resenting the very women those rights I'd been fighting for. If they didn't agree with me or appreciated all that I was doing, I'd fly into a rage. I found them completely oblivious to what it actually took to make their dreams of a better life a reality. But they were angry with me because I was so busy protecting their rights that I stopped loving, respecting, and regarding them as human beings with their own voices. When one of my most loyal supporters returned to her fanatical roots, I woke up, stopped arguing, and started listening to the actual dreams, needs, and desires of the people I represented. Now I see beyond the surface of filling and honor the oppressed part of everyone. I use my understanding of the law to support and empower. My open mind and dreaming heart inspire all that I do. I've learned that true justice takes a village and that changing the world for the better can actually be an enjoyable, relationally nourishing process. My gift to you. I bring to you a love of realism and common sense. I want you to stay connected to your ideals and visions without losing sight of the practical aspects of the creative process. Just as a seed needs a shell and the river needs its banks, your dreams need you to understand the inherent structures of the world so that you can bring them to life. Do not see these structures as stifling or for everlasting limitations, but as a supportive vessel, perfectly designed to take you where you need to go and no further. Remember to keep the heart of your dreams close, while holding all systems, religions and mindset lightly. Get comfortable with uncertainty, think outside the box and use playful language. Seeming playtheists don't mean nothing is happening. Everything of true value lives within you. So be the eyes, ears and mind of our universe, and soon you'll be making magic. And now some questions you can ask yourself to deepen your contemplation. Do you tend to run away from structure and commitment? Have you had trouble finding true allies? Are you rarely involved in something that lasts? Do you hold on tightly to your own way of thinking and doing? Without certain structures in your life, would you fall apart? If you tend to be too limited, pick a structure you hold rigidly and find a concrete way to hold it just a tad more lightly this week. If you tend to be unstructured, pick an area where you, with discipline and experiment with following through. Reflection on your most positive experience of realism and justice. That's it for now. Much love and happy contemplating.